A paternal instinct we all have is an appreciation of the value of rewarding our youth with the right tools to build a better tomorrow. Employment is an integral part of the evolutionary process of building a nation. Africa has the youngest population of any continent. Over 200 million people in the continent are between the ages of 15 to 24, and that size is expected to double in the next 30 years. Despite the impressive annual growth rates being posted by many African countries, youth employment remains to be one of the most pressing issues. Ghana is no exception. According to the most recent report published by the World Bank, nearly 48% of the youth in Ghana are unemployed. The government institutions recommend that in order to create a solution, the government of Ghana must work towards equipping the youth with relevant skills through the education system. Youth Employment Agency, YEA, was established under the Youth Employment Act 2015, Act 887, to empower young people to contribute meaningfully to the socio-economic and sustainable development of the nation. Its objective is to support the youth between ages of 15 to 35 years through skills training and internship modules to transit from a situation of unemployment to that of employment.
The Youth Employment Agency Act 887 is a well thought out, well crafted Act of Parliament. It essentially is the legal framework which governs what we do, what our mandate is. It's so granular that the legislative instrument that flowed out of that Act of Parliament actually specifies how much of our funding we allocate to various aspects of the program. This law guarantees our source of funding. So for example, 80% of the mobile telephony tax, 10% of the District Assembly's Common Fund comes to us, 5% of the GET Fund comes to us. This is law. Essentially ensures the sustainability of this program, irrespective of any change of government. It's the law passed by a multi-party parliament. Essentially, the YEA has not only been rebranded, it has been reinvigorated, it has been re-engineered from within. We had to essentially re-engineer the way we worked, strengthen our internal controls, equip us with the requisite knowledge to carry out the, let me say, the multiplicity of projects. You see, this law says provide employment for all Ghanaian youth between the ages of 15 to 35, able or disabled, literate or illiterate.
Before I joined the YEA, life was terrible. You know, I have been teaching for so long, for 6 years without no payment. Imagine a man with a family, 2 kids, even fees. In fact, I can't even afford to pay for my kids. I might say life before YEA was hell.
A life without YEA before was very, unbearable. Because you be in the house doing nothing, day in, day out. You be in bed eating Adidas.
I have completed a tertiary education and I was home, and the YEA came in.
Before the YEA, I was in the house for almost 4 years without working.
To ensure sustainability, the policy focus of YEA was changed in 2009 from the traditional modules, which have payroll implications, to the self-employment modules, such as trades and vocation modules, through public-private partnerships so as to reduce the burden on payment of stipend for the paid internship model.
The Youth Employment Agency has been very proactive when it comes to persons with disabilities. Persons with disabilities are an integral part of society, and it is our belief here at the Youth Employment Agency that every one of God's children has something to offer society, and that includes persons with disabilities. As the Youth Employment Agency, we recruited 21 persons with disabilities in the year 2016. Across our modules, we have recruited 600 beneficiaries.
Available records indicate that as of December 2012, over 600,000 beneficiaries were recruited by the YEA. New modules were introduced, and some of the existing modules, such as the Youth in Security Services and Trades and Vocation, were reviewed and expanded to meet the growing demand for youth employment in the country.
Right, so we've met here at ALISA to launch the e-health technical assistance model of the community health assistance program. We have recruited 1,000, we've trained them. Now we are going to endorse their readiness for battle.
I work with the YEA, Arabic, education, a teacher at Amasamazungu. I teach the kids, we impart Arabic language in the children.
I started working with the YEA about 6 months now. The youth employment program has totally changed my life.
And since I joined the YEA, it's been a major stepping stone for me. And they have plans for us too, which makes the future bright for us.
Now that I have a job, my life is transforming from where I was to where I want to be. Because now I can cater for myself and half of my family.
Employment is an integral part of the evolutionary process of building a nation. They say it takes a village to raise a child, but with the Youth Employment Agency, we appreciate it takes a nation.
We started enrolling YEA programs since February this year, and so far we've been able to enroll about 6 modules, and within these 6 modules we've been able to engage, shortlisted and engaged 544 beneficiaries, encompassing that is the CHU community health worker, CPA, that is the community policing assistants, the FSS, that is the fire supporting staff, PSS, that is the prison supporting staff, the Arabic education, and CETA, that is the community education teaching assistants.
Thanks to President John Dramani Mahama, this program has been given the necessary support to maintain its effectiveness.
Look at the future is bright. The president has given us a target of creating 400,000 jobs. We are very confident that we can create it, looking at the rate of jobs that we have created this year.
We at 1 million, we are very excited to see Ghana advance towards the achievement of the SDG 3 in particular, where we extend healthcare to the doorsteps of the people and make sure that those who are in the hard-to-reach communities also receive some appreciable level of care in terms of health.
I want to see myself into the nursing training school because it has been my passion to be a nurse, and I really love the job, so I want to become a nurse and probably a matron in future.
The Youth Employment Agency, in collaboration with the 1 million community health workers campaign of Millennium Promise, supports the Ministry of Health and the Ghana Health Service to go digital.
This year, essentially, we were risk averse, so we focused on collaborations with the public sector. We have just signed our first collaboration with the private sector.
So we are very happy that the country has embraced this whole concept, and to the extent of recruiting over 20,000 community health workers across the country.
With YEA, there's hope. As I said earlier, I receive my monthly salary. I save small because I have ambition to further my education.
I want to see myself into the nursing training school because it has been my passion to be a nurse, and I really love the job, so I want to become a nurse and probably a matron in future.
I like helping people naturally, so seeing these kids interacting with their parents, it's a whole lot of fun. Visiting them in their homes, and you see for yourself, you experience the kind of life they are living, and it's fun, and it's just good helping children.
We are mandated to implement youth in agriculture. We call it agribusiness. We missed the rainy season this year, because of the way we started the program. We are on course for explosive growth in agriculture as well. And I hasten to add that a large section of our budget is devoted to youth in agriculture. So the future is bright. We expect to meet and possibly surpass His Excellency's target of 400,000 jobs for the medium-term future.
I must also commend the country for also taking a bold step in making sure that they address the data collection component of the program by recruiting additional 1,000 e-health technical assistants to be trained and empowered to be able to bridge the gap between data transmission from the community level, household level, and linking it to the mainstream Ghana health system so that we don't lose data.
Ghana's current government has taken some major steps to address this mostly overlooked issue. What is more dangerous than an educated yet idle mind? Because we have seen that many of the unemployed youths are not only these that have never had the opportunity to gain education, but also these with even a secondary college and or a university degree.
In fact, the youth employment program has been sarcastic and very impactful to the life of the youth in Ghana West Municipal Assembly, and I am proud to be part of this program.
So at this point, I would like to commend all who have embraced this concept and say that Ghana first, and this is the best thing that could ever happen to Ghana. And this is a loud statement. We urge all to support. Thank you.
You know, I used to be a regular member of the public, looking in from the sidelines. You know, and when you're looking from the sidelines, essentially you become an armchair coach. So politicians do this, politicians do that. Why don't you do this? And then I got a call from His Excellency the President to come and work with the Youth Employment Agency. So essentially I was given a chance to make a difference.
In 4 years, I'm going to become an Arabic scholar.
In 2 years' time, I want to be a qualified police officer.
In 3 years' time, I'll become a registered nurse.
In 5 years' time, I will become a community health officer.
We've created 62,800 jobs. We have created 62,800 chances. How many Kwame Nkrumahs could emanate from that? Everybody starts out small. Everybody starts out from such a chance, such an opportunity. For me, one day when I retire and I'm standing by the roadside waiting for the trotro, and somebody pulls up in his car and says, "This is the guy who gave me a chance," I know I've done what God sent me to earth to do.